Okay, we have reached a very interesting part. I want to take you through a very short journey on how I started my web hosting business. Initially in 2018, I started just simply as a web designer, and I did exactly how I was taught in school. Learn how to design, design a good interface, look for clients, and now that's how you should communicate with them. This is how you should deliver your work. All the course, was that perfect. I don't, object anything that they told. It was exactly how I expected it. But now the issue came after a few years later. I realized there was something missing. I would find clients, design beautiful websites for them, and then, deliver their websites. They could enjoy them and refer me more customers. Now, when my database was growing, I realized every month, those clients were paying hosting fee to the hosting companies. And I was like asking myself, how could this happen? Someone can also make a business out of this. And initially I was having few websites, not a lot. It's like around 13 websites that I had already designed, and I have hosted them within different hosting companies around the world. And one day I was just at home with my brother at home, taking tea in the morning. I was like explaining this to him. Bro, I usually, collect hosting fee from my clients because they are not technical, and I pay them to the hosting companies, and I don't get paid for this job. So, I feel like I should also have my server and, start my own business. My brother was like, yeah, sir, you collect fee. How many websites do you have? I said, around 13 to 14. So 13 to 14, how much do they pay? I said average maybe sometimes $2 per month, and we calculated that $5 per month multiplied by 12 months to count that year, it's around $60. And if you can multiply these 13 websites by by $60, it's a huge sum of money. And that's where I thought, oh no, if that's the case, I should also have my own server. So I researched and I landed only on one video on internet. It was 8 minutes long, and it's not a secret. It's a video from Bryce Nathan. So I watched the video. It pulled me to his channel. He had around 11 videos. So I watched all of them. The combination of all these videos, all of them are just less than an hour. And I had that idea of waking up the next morning, call any business that is reselling servers, and start my own server, because I understand what hosting means and I understand how sustainable the business is. So it's not a trick, it's not something that is risky. So I just went for it straight. I called 3 companies. The first one was very expensive according to my own budget, and the second was like cheap, affordable, but in fact they were not selling any of their packages, and the third one happened to be the one which agreed with me, and I had just to research for more 2 days so that I could test that there's no risk involved and what I'm doing is actually the right thing. And these guys really were very, cooperative with me. I told them I'm pretty new to this, I've never owned a server before, but I understand how to use servers because I am a web designer, and I can handle it if they could give me some trainings. But whatever they told me was exactly what I watched in the other video. So there was nothing to learn. I just made the payment, I set up my server by myself, and then I transferred all the 13 websites I had in my clients, which are already paying for the hosting companies, and I just kept it for myself, and the rest I covered the server cost, and that's how the business started. So the advice in this lesson for you as a designer or as an organization or anybody who wants to own a server, this is not something complicated. You can do it. Anyone can own a server, so long as you are in collaboration, you liaise with a freelancer, someone who is going to source for clients and fill up your server, because that's where the business comes from. For me now, currently I have over 50 businesses that I have connected with. They are hosted within my servers. Most of them I am the one who designs, so I design, I keep the design fee, I also keep the hosting fee, and this is something exactly I want to share with you. I want you to have access to the same business model. If you're starting out, even though it's 2 to 3 websites, you must have them, because the cost for the server is going to be, if you have 2 clients that you've hosted, they're going to cover up the cost for the whole year. So it's something that is not risky. You have to do it if you're really serious, because at the end of the day, if you don't do it, you are going to do the same thing I did. You will host with other companies or even me, and you don't get any benefit afterward. But imagine if you host for businesses, and businesses, you understand, their websites are going to be up, I don't know for how long. Maybe some businesses will close, of course. I don't say all of them are going to be with you forever, but there's that possibility of, replacing them. Whenever any business unsubscribes from you, you also have to, replace them with a new, and that's how the business works. So any designer who's outside there, any developer out there must have a server. Any organization that is teaching web design or programming languages, at the end of the day, where are your students going? They are going to the market, and the primary need they will need is a domain name and a server. So because they will be needing hosting services, I mean they will need where to host their website. So you need to have your server so that you can utilize that database of yours. Otherwise, thank you. See you in the next lesson.